Did you really think Matt Hancock was useless, sir? Why didn't you sack him?
You wouldn't expect the Prime Minister to call Matt Hancock useless in public.
Are you hopeless, Mr. Hancock? I don't think so.
But today, even the Health Secretary himself doesn't sound too sure. That's after this man published partial WhatsApp exchanges between him and the Prime Minister at the height of the pandemic about Matt Hancock. It came in a 7,500-word blog renewing his assault on Matt Hancock and Boris Johnson's administration. In the early hours of the 27th of March 2020, Dominic Cummings shared a WhatsApp exchange with the Prime Minister where he warned the UK is lagging behind testing regimes in other countries and criticises Hancock for being sceptical that we too could increase capacity fast. The Prime Minister replied 6 minutes later, calling the situation totally, expletive, hopeless. Dominic Cummings also shares a message from later that morning where he is telling the Prime Minister they, referring to officials, totally effed up ventilators. To which it appears the Prime Minister blamed Health Secretary Matt Hancock, responding, "It's Hancock. He has been hopeless." The following month, we see a message from the Prime Minister telling Dominic Cummings on PPE, that's personal protective equipment, it's a disaster, and that the solution could be replacing Hancock as Health Secretary with Michael Gove. But the former advisor replied, saying that with other parts of the government in chaos, this would make the situation worse, not better. To which the Prime Minister replied with yet further colourful language. While clearly only part of the story, Number 10 has not denied that these messages are authentic.
It's an absolute shambles, and it shows the utter failure at the heart of government. This government has failed yet again, and those messages show really the crassness and the unprofessionalism that's at the heart of our government currently.
MPs wanted evidence from Dominic Cummings to back up his allegations. But what they got from the former advisor, who is pursuing an agenda against his former colleagues, was brief, weaponised messages taken from over a year ago at the height of the pandemic, the most stressful period in government in living memory. Nevertheless, what it shows is a Prime Minister who was, it seems, unhappy with his Health Secretary and who did have concerns about his government's handling of the pandemic, which is different to what he says publicly. There's certainly plenty unwilling to give Cummings the benefit of the doubt.
He was an advisor, and if his advice wasn't taken, he wasn't a very good one. If his advice was taken, it's the ministers who are responsible for it and not him. If things went wrong, ministers take the can for it. I know Matt Hancock well, and I know the job of being Health Secretary even better. And I know Matt Hancock will not have gone into meetings in Number 10 with the Prime Minister or anyone else and told them lies.
The ayes to the right, 461. The noes to the left, 60.
The timing of the criticism did not help today, as MPs were being asked to vote on a 4-week extension to COVID regulations, triggering a large number of Tory abstentions amid many voicing concern.
If you create hope and then shift the goalposts again, people continue to deepen their despair.
I cannot find a way to explain to my constituents why the things they are looking forward to getting back to doing can't have to wait.
It is time to trust people more. It is time to control people less.
Another assault from Dominic Cummings, another rebellion in the Commons, everyone tetchy in the muggy summer heat. Sam Coates, Sky News.